tutorial in a series of MySQL DBA tutorials. In this tutorial, we will learn about few more MySQL command line options, which are very helpful in a day-to-day administration tasks. So let's start with it. First of all, if you want to know about all the options available with the MySQL command line option, then you can use a switch called --help or --, which will repeat the same information. So basically, this is same as this. Don't get confused with so many options available. In our previous tutorial, we learned about few options to specify user, password, host name, and like that. And also the another important options, a couple of more important options are -p, which specifies the port number, and -d, which specifies the database name. So for example, if you want to specify, and if you don't know which is the default port of the MySQL server, then you can use this switch to find out the default options with which MySQL server was started. As we are on the same machine where our MySQL server is running, we can use this straight away to connect. But by default, the port number for MySQL server is 3306. So you can also use this option -u root -h127.0.0.1 -p, lowercase p is for password, which it will prompt for 3306, and say for example -d, -d, whatever, and test. So using these options, we are asking our MySQL client to connect to the server which is running on this IP address and this port number to connect to the database test. And here we are. Now, if you want to check which database is currently you are connected to, you can use an inbuilt function called database, which will tell you you are connected to this database. So tables, as we don't have any tables, it will return no value. So these are the options you can specify to connect to the specific database, and MySQL server running on this specific port. Also, you can find out if you want to find out the current date and time. There is a important function called now. Select now, which can give you current timestamp. So let's get out of the MySQL prompt and talk about few more options available. You can go through these options by yourself as well, as there are so many, we can't go through each of them in this tutorial. But if you want to return output in a HTML format, then you can use this option called -h. If you want to transfer your information or transfer your output in XML format, you can use -x. So these are the options which are very helpful if you want to convert output of particular SQL statement in a particular format. The another important thing to learn about this is an option called -e. This option allows you to execute SQL statements from the command line without getting onto the MySQL prompt. Say for example, you want to know how many databases you have. So you can use MySQL -e, then show databases, which will return that how many databases you have accessed. It is returning only 2 databases because we are not specifying any user or password. We don't have we haven't specified any credentials which allows you to bases. So for example, if you want to see all tables inside the information schema database, then you can say so tables from schema, which will list all the tables inside the information schema database. So whole point is you can use -e option to to execute SQL statements from Unix or Linux command prompts, and you can execute it from a remote machine as well, while specifying the particular host on which MySQL server is running. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll come up with more videos in following days and weeks.